Good evening, everyone. It's Nikki Batgirl D'Angelo for Star Citizen Addicts Anonymous. First, a brief update on me, because it's all about me. Me, more me. As you can see, I had my surgery this morning. So surgery was scheduled for 2 o'clock, moved up to 12 o'clock, moved up last night to 10 o'clock, and then as I arrived early, because in Atlanta, if you know Atlanta traffic, you never listen to what they said. So they say to be there at 7. I showed up at 6:30. They moved me up to 8:30. So pretty much I was done. I did a Periscope earlier today about finishing up. Okay. It went well. I was awake for the whole thing, which is kind of freaking weird. I was already freaking out. And there I am, lying down on the gurney, the bed, the hospital bed, whatever, getting ready to move into the hospital and, I'm sorry, I'm still flustered, but into the operating room, and the anesthetist and the anesthesiologist and a student all had come out, first the anesthesiologist and then the anesthetist and a student, and told me that I'd be awake. At that point, I was trying to laugh, cracking some jokes at the nurses who were wonderful, and started to freak out. And the anesthetist picked up on it and then shot something into the IV, and I felt good after that. Surgery lasted for about an hour and a half. It was exploratory to take out all the sutures, to correct things that went wrong, and to remove a lot of scar tissue. And let me tell you, being awake as a tugging on pieces of scar tissue, cutting it out, cauterizing things, and flushing them out and pulling sutures through your trachea, and you could feel it. It's an experience that was pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to live through it again. I was in Twilight, and I didn't see sparkly vampires, so don't ask. And I was being asked questions at different times, and I can say that it went well. I got home around 1:30, 1:45, and I've been resting since. So, I'm going to come over here to my trusty computer, which I moved on the other side now. I want to talk to you about Star Citizen for just a bit, because there's been quite a bit of controversy in my thread for one of my last videos. I think specifically the Dragonfly video. And I just want to make sure that there's no updates that I didn't get yet. Like, I don't think there's an update to the... Alright, let's talk. So the biggest way people troll the game is by talking about the amount of money that's been spent on Star Citizen already, and they said. Who the fuck cares what they said? This isn't the game I signed on for, but this is the game I like. I like the fact that they went in with a huge amount of changes to the Squadron 42 that they were going to releasing a much bigger mission structure early on and not having us pay for multiple downloads later on in the beginning, having a wonderful cast, and turning the CryEngine from something that just looked pretty into something that actually works and will give us procedural planets later on. So yes, this should have been done at $20, $30, $40 million. That's if they were just going to make one game in the Wing Commander structure and then move on from there. There were so many stretch goals added to Star Citizen over time that people wanted, and people had no problem paying, except for the fucking trolls that are trolling the game right now. And you know what? I understand that you don't like where this is going. But there are some of us that signed on early on for the game that you're talking about and are now looking at the game that is going to be and are much happier. For those that aren't, just don't pay any more money. Just stop. There's no reason for you to be upset. Every time they put a ship on sale, they have the disclaimer. Now, like I said, I want to be impartial. But I'm going to ask you to be impartial too. You're allowed to have an opinion, but at least look on the other side when you have that opinion to make sure, hey, am I getting something wrong or not? And if it's not for you, it's not for you. It doesn't mean it's not for the person that you're trolling. And I know you're not going to listen to me. I know it's just going to spark even more trolls to come here, which is kind of idiotic on my part. But you know what? I'm on drugs today from having surgery, so you can afford me a tiny bit of levity here, because it is my fucking channel, okay? I think that you all have to take a step back, those of you that are trolls, and understand it's okay not to like this game. It's okay to be upset it didn't go in your direction. It's okay to be upset that it didn't come out on your timeline. I understand those things. And those things are important, right? They're very important to you, so they should be important to CIG. But at the same time, there's a majority of the citizenship that want this game to be what it has become, and want that huge universe to be put out, to have the procedural planets, to have all the extra ships, to have working artificial intelligence NPCs, to have a game that's going to last for years. So weigh that when you troll somebody, because for everybody that feels your way, there's probably 5 or 6 people that feel the opposite of you, maybe 10. I think predominantly most of the people are happy with where this is going. And I don't believe that CIG is frivolously spending money and flying first class and buying houses and Ferraris and all that stuff with the money. If they are, they'll get caught, they'll get charged, they'll put in jail, and we've all lost our money. But I don't think that that's going to be what happens. There's too many people looking at this program besides the trolls, okay? There's too many people that they have to answer to because of this. So am I happy? Yeah. Am I ecstatic? Absolutely not. I wanted this to come out sooner too. But I like where we're going with this game. I like how it's starting to flesh out. And for those of you that are upset, just take a step back. Take some time off. Remove yourself from the community. I'm not kicking you out. I'm telling you, if you want to be here, be here. If you want people to hear your opinion, scream it from the tallest freaking mountain on Terra. It doesn't matter, because you have a right to that opinion. But when people don't lock on to your opinion, don't get upset with them, because they probably have put a lot of thought into their own opinion. Okay? So why is it going to cost $100 million more for Star Citizen? Who the hell cares? Let's do some math. I'm going to take up my trusty iPhone here. Hey Siri, what is $15 times 5 million?
The answer is about 75 million US dollars.
Okay, $75 million. Hey Siri, what is 75 million times 120?
That would be 9 billion.
9 billion fucking dollars. All right. World of Warcraft, $15 a month, an average of 5 million people for the last 10 years, $9 billion. CIG is a company trying to make money, trying to keep people employed, trying to give us the game that we want, and trying to make it move forward and not just end as they come out with Star Citizen. Ben and Chris and Sandy and Forrest and everyone I've ever talked to there, Darian and David Haddock, and even the people that have left, has said they want Star Citizen to go on for a long time. World of Warcraft is raising, let's say 9 billion is a reach, right? They used to have 12 and 13 million people that were subscribed. They used to have 1 million that were subscribed. On average, there's like 4 to 5 million subscribed at this point. More when a good one of their expansions comes out, and less afterwards. Do you think you really got a $9 billion game out of them? Holy freaking shit. You guys are holding CIG to a standard you don't hold anyone else out there to. There's also other games that charge you a monthly fee. $14 a month. Okay, so let's see. What's $14 times 60?
Checking on that. The answer is 840 US dollars.
What's 840 times 3 million?
The answer is 2,520 million.
$2 billion. World of fucking tanks. Get over it. It's a business, okay? Get over it. People make money when they deliver us entertainment, okay? Those numbers are obnoxiously large. But they're paying for bandwidth, they're paying for servers, they're paying for employees, they're paying taxes, they're paying for, you know, I don't know what to say. Do I think that a company should walk away with that much money in the course of 10 years? That's a $250 million a year. Well, no, that's not $250 million a year. That's a lot more. It's more like $500 million a year. I don't know. And personally, I don't care. As long as the game I play works, as long as the game I play is awesome. Do you want to talk about some other numbers? Let's talk about this. What is $60 times 8 million times 4?
Let me check that. The answer is about $1.92 billion.
$1.92 billion for Xbox Live. You know what, guys? And it's a lot more than that, because there's more people than that playing on it. I was just taking 4 years. Alright? So calm down. Games cost a bunch of money. There's infrastructure, there's employment, there's taxes, there's people, there's technology, there's rights to different pieces of it's a lot of money. All right? Does that mean that CIG is perfect? Fuck no. It does not. They have made mistakes. They'll continue to make mistakes. They've pissed me off. They've pissed you off. They've made me happy. They've made every other person that I know happy at different times. It's a game company. All right? They're in it to make money. That's all I got now. Sorry, this has been weighing on me because that's the biggest argument that the trolls have against Star Citizen. If you don't like it, you don't have to be in it. But if you do want to be in it, and that's just pissing you off, take a step back for a while. Remove yourself from it. Do some research and see what the costs behind the scenes are. DS is not right about everything. CIG isn't right about everything. And me, I'm not right about most things. But I have my opinion, and I'm more than willing to put it out here on out here on YouTube for everybody to hear it, listen to it, and give me feedback on it. If you don't like it, tell me to fuck off. I don't care, because in the long run, my opinion is my opinion. It's mine. I hold it dear. It's close. It's mine. All right, folks, that's all I have for you. I am recovering. I am not on voice rest. Well, kind of, but not full voice rest. I need to, when it comes to my voice, I need to wait and see if it starts to feel rough, and then I need to call my doctor. But he does want me talking. What I'm not allowed to do is work for 2 days, which is kind of crazy, but I think that's to get the anesthesia and then the pain meds, because I'm supposed to be on the hydrocodone for 2 days, because this hurts like a bitch, okay? That's all I got for you tonight. I'll have another one for you tomorrow, because Ben has promised to do a Ben's Day tomorrow. I'll give you a heads up. His computer died. Don't know if it's working right now. Please let his computer be working, whoever's up there. I know who I pray to, but please. And if it does work, we'll have a Ben's Day. All right, folks. This one was good. No makeup, so you see me the way I shouldn't be on live here. But who cares? It's me. All right, love y'all. You all be safe out there, and I will talk to you soon. And if you can see, just by pulling those little threads out, my voice is at least not going up and down and up and down and up and down. All right, bye, guys.